I don't know if he gets away with it. I think that the way the book works is by this kind of the risk that he won't get away with it, because he describes everything. Yeah, he describes everything as if it were of equal value. Like he takes the same kind of excitement in a pair of new warm-up pants when he's a kid. He describes it with the same intensity as he describes like the face of his dead father. So I think part of the drama of the book is trying to figure out if he's capable of making distinctions, which is kind of a way of saying not knowing if you can really make a work of art. That's what makes the book kind of exciting and addictive.
He is far more concerned with awards and glory and attention and other things that people usually say to observe the structure and realize it looks like a sideways slave ship. They don't know about Jim Crow laws or Malcolm X.
Thumping out sea shanties while rival churches toil the hours. You'd be better off examining.
Yeah, I mostly draw biographical stories, and they're mostly very short, precise comics about little moments and things.
Sincèrement, je crois que je sers mieux à cause de l'humanité en paraissant qu'en travaillant. C'est vrai. Il faut avoir le courage de ne pas travailler.
He's been given extra time, an extra life in fact, and now he will use it to pay back what he's taken.
So the day after the Brooklyn Book Festival, I go to, there's supposed to be this protest on Wall Street, right? And it's supposed to happen, I think, I got on a website and it was like, you know, show up at 9 to begin, and then at noon we'll be there, you know, we're going to Wall Street at noon for our sit-in or whatever. So I show up at 3 o'clock, and it's over. Like, literally everybody's gone. Like, there's guardrails up, there's barricades up, there's cops everywhere. There's no protesters whatsoever to speak of. So I walk around, I'm just like, well, fuck it, I might as well, you know, do my weird, like, gloomy 9/11 memory walk that I do from time to time, because I've spent an odd amount of time in Lower Manhattan. I was near Ground Zero when the 10th anniversary of 9/11 happened. That's where Zuccotti Park was. That's something that, like, almost nobody mentions, but Zuccotti Park was, like, across the fucking street from where the World Trade Center used to be. Where the big fucking ditch is now, where the World Trade Center isn't. Lower Manhattan has this weird, I mean, it's a war zone. And, like, there's these old, ancient graveyards. There's barbed wire up, and there's these military kind of barricades. And the whole idea that there's, like, this 9/11 memorial, like, this tourist fucking site, you know, to go down there and, like, you know, take your picture where the fucking World Trade Center used to be. It's just so grotesque to me. I remember before the 9/11 memorial site opened, they had the 9/11 Memorial Preview gift shop, where you could fucking go in and it was like a little museum to 9/11, sort of before they opened the memorial proper. You know, the whole thing about 9/11 is there's this attitude to, like, we'll never forget, we should never forget. I think we should forget. Let's forget it. Let's move on, you know? The idea that we want to perpetuate this memory is exactly the whole point of the event. You know, they wanted it to infiltrate our consciousness like shrapnel. And they want it to grow. They don't want it to heal. They don't want us to forget. We should forget about it. You know, it was awful. It's the one day that probably marked all of our lives. It was the beginning of our sort of neo-feudalism and technocratic military fucking extravaganza that we live in now. And the fucking thing that they're putting up in the World Trade Center site looks like this weird, like, the rib cage of some kind of, like, cybernetic, armored, millipede war machine or something. Just a quick addendum to this piece, in the true spirit of coincidence and sinister occult meanings hidden in our everyday lives, the file number of the movie of the weird demonic satanic flying sandworm thing being built on the World Trade Center site, the image number is 666 in my Final Cut program. So you take that for what it's worth. I'll leave that up to you to decide what that means.
What else do people have to go on? You know?
Yeah.
Other than, what is ISIS? Dude, it's so scary. I've kind of been on a Satan thing.
Yeah, I concede.
And as I say, I've been on a certain kind of thing. It's lanes I find myself in, you know, walking through.
Color.
Murals, 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 murals.